Hey guys, okay, today I wanted to do a vlog all in this classroom and organize it, get it just functioning better. If you guys are new to my channel, I homeschool our kids and it's been now about 1.5 years of homeschool and we just love it so much. This room, when we first moved here, we weren't homeschooling at the time and it kind of just was like an office space. It was staged to be a dining room area, but we don't use it as that. When you walk in, we have our guest room and our bathroom, and then this is kind of just like off this hallway, kind of as you walk in our house. So the fact that we have this here that we can use it as a classroom is just so perfect. So it really worked out great for us. So if you guys saw my last video, I organized our downstairs closet. It's our craft room area. And it looks so much better. So this room in our classroom is where all of our more like school stuff is, our curriculum, books, just like everything else. I filmed this already, doing the bookshelf. I need to finish the bookshelf. So a few of these clips are like random days because I don't tend to just organize a whole room in one day. It's like bits over time whenever I can squeeze in some time. I also organized our little art cart thing. So just gonna kind of organize all the little spaces. I hope you guys get some organizing, cleaning motivation today, and let's get to it. I also am going to be going through all of our curriculum workbooks and everything so you can see what we are actually using for the girls. So they are 6 years old. They just turned 6 and they are in kindergarten. But we've kind of moved on to like first grade stuff, and I just keep going. So if we're stuck on something, we'll spend more time on it. If we're, going through things quickly, we just keep on going. I just like to stay at where they're at, stay on track with their pace and not overwhelm them, but also just try to be consistent with what we're doing weekly. So I'll show you all of the stuff that we're using for them too. Okay, so I kind of got out of order here because I had it somewhat organized, and then I took our paper organizer that I had a lot of our workbooks sorted in. I moved that into the closet that you can see right there across the way. So everything you can see is just like leaning and toppling over, and I needed some better system so that every time I take out one of their workbooks, everything doesn't all pile on top of each other. So pretty much I have all of their like curriculum up together. And then below that, I keep more of our read aloud books, kind of like supplemental books. So nature study books, devotional, kids Bibles, things like that. So first, I just wanted to take everything kind of out and start fresh. And I'm pretty sure at this point I had ordered some stuff. I realized like this wasn't gonna work. So I went on Amazon and I got a few things to help with organization. So I got some bookends, and then I also got another one of those file sorters because they really do help. So you'll see that towards the end of this video when I get that, but I would definitely recommend one of those for you guys if you're looking for ways to organize. Okay, a few tips for organizing. One is to look on Pinterest for ideas. I love looking at people's ideas for organizing different spaces, but you have to also just take into consideration what would work best for you and your family. Sometimes I'll see stuff that looks really cool, but maybe isn't functional for us. Like maybe it would get too messy too quickly. Also, don't buy a ton of organizing like bins before you start organizing because you can tend to order too many or maybe they're the wrong size. I like to just go for it and start cleaning a space first and then figure out, okay, what could I use here to make the space work better? And also just look around your house. A lot of the times I'll just use baskets or things that we have and repurpose them for different areas, and you can really get creative with things that you already have. Homeschool stuff adds up very quickly. Like, this is now, we've been homeschooling now for over a year, but it's like crazy how quickly everything has been adding up. Okay, so I want to organize this too. There's not as much down here. I was keeping picture books down here, but I feel like we don't really reach for these as much. Typically we read our picture books up in their room, but I'm wondering if I should put more on the bookshelf or how to do this. So I'm just gonna kind of play with things and we'll go from there. Okay, I ended up waiting to organize this until I ordered a few things in the mail because it just wasn't working out. I needed something for all of our stuff up top that is vertical, like the binders, folders, whiteboards. So I got this clear acrylic holder, I believe Amazon, I'll put it down below, and it holds everything perfectly up there so that nothing falls over. The kids can access it when we need them. And then next to it, I put one of these white bins from the Container Store. All the white bins are Container Store, so those will be down below too. I got the idea from Pinterest. I saw another art cart had them and I thought those would be perfect. So the top thing is pretty much all of the supplies that the kids use. And I like having that just close to them. So scissors, pencils, glue sticks, that can all be there. So if they need to grab it, they can just turn around from the table and it is within reach. And then on the second shelf, I put those cute little bins. I have 6 of those. So we decided to do one with our markers, one with dry erase markers, dry erasers, clothespins, popsicle sticks, and one has like a different type of marker. So ended up working out perfectly. And then on the lowest shelf, I have some like math manipulatives, flashcards, and just some other things that we don't grab all the time, but I would like to have them within reach and visible. I got this for in here, so I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna lay it out, but it is nice to have this to pull them out rather than having them all vertical and falling over all the time. So I'm gonna figure out the best spot for all of these. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I have going on right now. For the bookshelf, it is not perfect, but I kind of don't want it to be perfect because it's gonna get messed up no matter what. So here is the little thing I got from Amazon. It had a crazy strong smell for like the first 2 days, which I don't love. I legit even lit a candle in here to like help. But if you can find one already made, that is obviously better. The one we have in the downstairs closet is from Home Goods. If you're there, just check out what they have in like their office section. So up top I have all of our stickers. I love all of these from Lakeshore Learning. These just bring back so many childhood memories. These would go with their All About Learning. When we check off stuff, we just started level 2, so we have that up here. So yeah, stickers are up there. I have the Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons over here. We started this was kind of the first thing we started and didn't get super far into it. And quickly changed to All About Reading, which I really like. But I want to keep this just in case I want to go back to it, or maybe I want to use it with Owen. It's really great. And I do think it gives your kids like a really good base. So we have our All About Reading down here. These are the kids' activity books. Here's my teaching book. So we have 3 different math books along with the Good and the Beautiful Math, which I keep over here because I scan these every time we use this. Here's Owen's little creation today. Every time I use it, I scan it twice for the kids. So we're right here right now. But that way we don't use the actual book, so I can save this for when Owen is older. So that's why I keep this over here. And then this is just, each of them have a folder of their work that we keep in there. And then this is like from Merge Charter School that tells us where we should be at, like different standards and like what we have to turn in for each learning period. So that's kind of all here because I use this scanner a lot, so I like to keep everything right there. So typically we'll do the All About Reading math, but then we'll mix in some of these workbooks. The Abeka one is not my favorite. I feel like it kind of gets like, it advances quite quickly as far as all this stuff goes. So I feel like it's a good supplement thing, but these are a little bit like gentler, I feel like. So I got these on Amazon. I'll link these for you guys. It starts off very, very simple, like tracing and whatnot. It gives you like a few things to trace, and then it gives you a few different problems. So here you can just kind of see. The girls just really like this. They find this one to be kind of fun. So that's what we're doing right now. We're at right here right now. So yeah, that was a good little addition. The Abeka one we've kind of put on pause because I just feel like it's gotten like too much for us. So we're gonna do these first and then maybe we'll just finish those out. And then these ones I also got, which I like too. They're a little bit different. They're mathematical reasoning. So the stuff is just like a little bit more about patterns, kind of like word problem types of things, basic addition as of now, algebra, like, I mean, obviously like simple stuff. All the stuff that is technically kindergarten, I feel like it's just so much more advanced than what I ever did in kindergarten. I swear when I was in kinder, I was taking naps and learning about colors and shapes and making crafts and like learning about letters. And now it's so much more. So obviously, let me sit down for a sec. We do like try to hit different things that are like standards for the state and how old they are and all of that. But the nice thing about homeschool is I can kind of like pick and choose certain things, and we can take things slower if we need to and not like worry about certain things that I don't really think are that important right now. And just, you know, go at our own pace. So that has been like the best thing about homeschool, is just doing things on our timeline and kind of just meeting the girls at where they're at currently. Something though that I feel like is definitely not, maybe that's just math. We have the geography and science workbooks, which I absolutely love. They're called the skill sharpeners, and the kindergarten geography was super, super simple. So we breezed through that, and now we're on to geography. And I think one of the reasons is because we do a lot of the stuff we do around our house and just when we're driving, it's like learning through living. And I think that they've just learned all of these things just as we're talking and having conversations. I've never actually taught it to them before. We've just been talking about it. So it's kind of interesting then to see it, you know, in workbook form. So this one has like, we're doing compass stuff and directional things. This is a little more confusing for them, doing like northwest, east, and south stuff. But the kindergarten geography was very, very simple. So definitely check that out if your kids are a similar age. It's like, you know, learning about mountains versus hills and lakes and rivers and all of that. And it's just like really fun for them. They really liked it. And then this is the science, which again, is just like, they just breeze through these things. It's just fun for them. They like anything nature based and science based. So yeah, this is I'll show you where we're at for this. So now we're doing land and water. But yeah, a lot of this was in like the last one too for the geography. They're kind of similar. So anyways, we just kind of added those in to switch it up. So it's not like all reading and math. Okay, we also do handwriting stuff a lot. This is kind of cute, but I probably wouldn't buy that again. It's just like a little rhyme type of book, but I just feel like it's so much paper for like not much activities. Okay, this I got just to help with handwriting practice. We were doing like whiteboard things, which was fine, but this is just easier because it's all in one workbook. So it just is pretty basic. We finished the Good and the Beautiful level 1 handwriting, and so I just got this for them to have. So that's what we do. We do like 2 pages of this daily. Up here we just have a globe, a little timer. These are the word tiles from All About Reading, which we actually don't use much. I find that they take up too much time, like just setting them all up. So usually we'll just do stuff on the whiteboard or with individual whiteboards, which I will show you. Okay, this is like a cute little hundreds chart. If I am working with one of the girls, I'll have the other one do something else. And so this is a nice thing for that. Got a little clock over here, beads, stapler, just stuff that kind of is out of sight. Here we've got some supplies for me, whiteboard markers, glue, tape, more glue. Down here we've got more books. These are more nature types of books, poem books, story books, and like our devotionals. So I love, these are violets here. This is really good. We just started this. God always keeps his promises. So we go through a chapter of that, and then it kind of correlates with this, the Bible made easy for kids. So we do that in the mornings. This is kind of like, I feel like it'll be better when they're older, but it is nice to have the Handbook of Nature Study. I love this little bear treasury. It's super cute to read. A lot of the times in the mornings when we're just getting started, I just like to read to them a little bit. Sorry, I'm so out of breath from talking so much. So that one's fun. This is a really cute one, the Look Inside Your Body. That one's cute. And then I love these books. These remind me of when we first started homeschool. These were like the first things I got. So we've got nature anatomy, ocean anatomy, and farm anatomy. And then these are all kind of like poetry books here. We've got a few picture books. A lot of these are like poetry books. And then our atlases and a dictionary are over there. We've got another like kids encyclopedia in our living room. I like to just keep those out. The kids can just kind of flip through them. Down here's a lot of stuff that is like manipulatives or stuff that Owen can play with while we're doing things. So these are like magnet states. We have an activity mat for math. This is, what is this? Oh yeah, the clock, 10 frame stuff. This is like a lot of like math types of things. So yeah, we just keep all that down here. Like little activities and whatnot to do. Random, but these mats I found at Michael's and I absolutely love them. So we've got the States one, there's an ABC one. So definitely look out for these if you guys are in a Michael's. They're on like a side, like little, where did I find them? They were on just like the end of an aisle. Moving on over here, I keep the numbers, the 1 through 100 here for them to look when they're writing. They like to have this to check like what direction a number goes. Same thing with that alphabet. I added both of these in later on because I was realizing that they needed like to look up at something to see what direction things go. So that is very helpful for them along with that. And then this is another thing that's been useful for the girls. I'll put this in front of them when we're doing math and they can just see what's before and after. And again, the direction of the number. Okay, Over here on these hooks, I keep these little things for Owen, so he can feel like he's doing something and just kind of practice his whatever he wants to. I don't do a ton of stuff with Owen. It's mostly like hands-on types of things for him right now. Oh wait, and then in this cart, I have stuff that we're grabbing quickly that we need just out. So pencils, I keep the sharpener there for the kids too. Scissors, we've got righty and lefty. June's a lefty. And some glue sticks. They can just have these on hand for them. This is a really nice hundreds chart. This was from The Good and the Beautiful. I scanned it and then laminated that for the girls. We have our whiteboards. These are Owen's coloring books, more coloring or drawing pads, clipboards, and then these are, I used to do morning menus. We haven't done these in a while, but maybe I'll start it back up again. Last time we did it was in October, you can tell. But it's just nice to kind of go over the day of the week, practice our tracing, same thing that Owen has here, and the weather, and this is where they were practicing their tracing before, but I feel like it's now that they are writing much better than using a pencil is better than using the dry erase marker. But yeah, these are a great thing to have. So I'll link those for you guys down below. But usually we'll just do like the day of the week up here. We'll write it up there. So yeah, that's what we have here. And I love these little acrylic divider. It's really helped out a ton. Okay, down here, these are all from the Container Store. So I put our markers in here now, which I think works better. We have dry erase erasers, markers, dry erase markers, and then clothespins and little popsicle sticks for crafting. And then down here, our math little stuff that it comes with. These are Bible verses. We've got some of these little wiki sticks for Owen to play with. Little word things. And then we don't really use these ever, but I don't really want to get rid of them, but they just remind me of when I was a kid. Did you always have the brain quest things? And then here are some flashcards. I used to use these for the girls when they were little, but again, something I didn't really want to get rid of. Nice to have. Some puzzles down here. Those are from Love Every. Same with that. That's Love Every. Some little wooden letters. I keep our little cubes in here. And then this is pretty, oh geez. Whatever. Empty that out. I find Owen's drawings everywhere. These are little wooden letters, which are really fun to use for different things. And then down here, just some more books. And then most of our books are in the kids' rooms, but it's nice to have some down here if I want to just read to them while they're practicing handwriting or doing something. Okay, so down here is where I still have to go. I still have to organize this, but I feel like that would just be boring for you guys to watch. But down here I keep stuff that I don't want to get rid of yet, like stuff that we've done, unit study types of things, like we did like a fall unit, and just stuff that I laminated that I'll keep. So I need to just go through that and sort through all of that stuff. Same with this one. Like I kept this, the Easter story narrative book, the Easter, and this expectant Easter. We'll probably do this again this year. I'll probably just keep this and do it every year. Yeah, oh, there it is. It's the Treehouse Nature Study. So there's like seasonal ones for that. Extra pencils in here. And then the rest is just like office supplies. And then over here, I just keep like laminating sheets, computer paper, nothing very exciting over there. Over here we have, I just used some paper the other day and put tape over it. So it's nice so the kids can know that this is just like easy craft paper if they want to use for stuff. I have like our heavier weight paper in the craft closet. And then this is, yeah, this is extra of the craft paper. And then I put supplies on this one. So we've got scale, little cutter, hole punch, stuff. Oh, my laminator in there. So I feel good about where we're at. Everything just seems to work right now. It's kind of messy still. It's not fully clean, but it is organized. In my head, it's very organized. If you guys want links to anything specific that I did not put down below, just ask me and I'll try to link that. So I hope this gave you guys some ideas if you homeschool, or just some motivation to get to some organizing. And if you do homeschool your kids, leave me a comment with either curriculums that you love, supplemental things that you do. I just love getting new ideas, and there's so much out there, so it's kind of like hard to edit it down, but I always want to hear from you guys. So thank you for all of your messages that you send me all the time. I always appreciate it. That's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.